The grizzly bear's nostrils are widening as it draws in a thread of scent, carried through the cold air. She moves in slow loops, reading every shift of wind. The grizzly begins to climb. With a low rumble in his chest, he places one paw after another on the trunk. Though their massive bodies suggest otherwise, bears are powerful climbers, capable of reaching remarkable heights. Every creature knows when reward outweighs risk. Higher and higher he ascends, as if every branch is a question and every breath an answer. Such a climb is made only when the bear is certain that the promise ahead is worth the endeavors. Though the ascent is still long, the bear already knows the nest is there. Yet the long distance is in his favor, as he is unnoticed by the mother who departs to hunt. And then he continues to climb. Every rise of his body shows a creature driven by hunger, instinct, and an unbreakable will. The bear climbs faster now, emboldened by the nearness of his prize. And with each desperate pull upward, the gap between doubt and destiny grows thinner. The nest rests on the far end of the branch, holding several pale, speckled eggs.
And as soon as he does, the eagle catches the scene at once and storms back to protect its nest.
Driven by hunger, the grizzly climbs closer, but the eagle is fiercely protective. She dies repeatedly. The eagle beats her wings in the grizzly's face, spreading them wide to intimidate him. Yet none of it does. He risks his balance and shifts his weight dangerously, jaws opening in raw attempts to bite the eagle. The eagle is unshaken by his grandiosity. The bear is unshaken by the void beneath him. Both have a purpose, one to eat, the other to protect. Against a creature of his strength, the eagle is no real match. Only the perilous height robs the bear of the claws that would end the fight instantly. She seizes the loose skin on the back of his neck in an attempt to make him fall. Still, the bear clings on. He hooks his claws deep into the branch. Any movement risks a fall. A quiet rule of the heights, where balance is never guaranteed. In one brutal instant, the bear lunges forward, risking all stability.
In a split second, the balance of power reverses, giving the bear full command of the encounter.
Control can shift with the smallest turn of fate. After confirming the eagle's final stillness, the bear starts its careful descent. Exhausted, yet carrying the quiet pride of a predator who has earned a far greater meal, the eggs no longer matter. His patience, his resilience, and every danger he embraced have all paid their price in full. In the far-reaching corners of North America, where nature rules with quiet authority. Every creature survives by understanding that strength means little without awareness, patience, and respect for the land that shapes them.
As a silent titan shaped by hunger and instinct moves through the ground.
Its nose catches a faint scent, fresh, warm, unmistakably alive. And the bear begins to track it with steady, deliberate steps. Every shift of the wind sharpens the trail, drawing it deeper into the wilderness. High above, vast silhouettes circle, eagles and owls riding the cold currents, watching the bear's progress with patient eyes. They know what the grizzly seeks. For where predators move with purpose, opportunity often follow. These birds have learned to shadow such hunters, letting the bear's power reveal what the forest hides. And when a kill is made, their sharp wings and sharper timing ensure they are never far from the feast. And so, the bear presses on, closing in, driven by an instinct sharpened by countless hunts before, each one honing the senses that guide its every move, giving it an awareness no prey can easily escape. Behind it, somewhere in the shelter of the trees, its cubs wait, dependent on every step the adult takes toward this meal. The bear has recognized the scent. And its focus sharpens instantly. The bear keeps advancing, step by deliberate step, while the elk mother edges toward its calf. But when the hunt begins, it bolts for its own life. The mother steps back for its own life, leaving its young behind as a meal for the bear and its cubs.
Grizzly bears are one of North America's most powerful land mammals.
They remain one of the most iconic symbols of the land's wilderness, famous for their raw power and commanding presence. Equipped with immense shoulder muscles that allow them to dig, climb, and deliver devastating blows.
They possess an extraordinary sense of smell, estimated to be 7 times stronger than a bloodhound's,
allowing them to detect food miles away. At the Yellowstone, everything is connected, from a gentle petal to a mighty titan. Flowers blanket the landscape with bursts of color, shaping entire ecosystems through their quiet, essential work of attracting pollinators. High above, eagles glide in wide circles, watching over a land held together by these smaller, vital exchanges. They read the shifting patterns of life below. Even their dominance depends on this delicate chain, for every rise in the sky begins with the balance maintained on the ground, as the great circles above to survey the world.
The small below perform the work that keeps it alive.
While hummingbirds hover at honeysuckle blooms, drinking the nectar that fuels its restless flight, and pollinating the blooms that later nourish the makers of honey. And the grizzly bear is a part of this same web, for it returns later to the sweetness of honey and the rich energy hidden within.
This giant, weighing more than 360 kilograms, and can stand over 2.4 meters tall when upright.
Supporting this immense size is a skeleton of thick, heavy bones, particularly the powerful shoulder girdle.
Despite their size, they can sprint up to 56 kilometers per hour, outrunning most prey over short distances. Grizzlies are omnivores, feeding on roots, berries, insects, fish, and large mammals when the opportunity arises. They spend months building fat reserves before hibernation, during which their heart rate drops dramatically.
And with a diet drawn from both land and river, they build massive reserves of strength and stamina that few animals can rival.
This rich, varied feeding grounds their power, fueling muscle, endurance, and the sheer dominance that defines a grizzly bear's presence.